hot cuppa and relax. It's Afternoon Karak with Aisha Al-Mazmi and Mikhail Atiyah.
On Pulse 95.
It's Thursday, and I have to say something about today. I really just, I have to say from now, it is probably the best day of 2021 for me. First, shout out to my sister Hada Atiyah, who it's her birthday today, as well as Diana from Pulse 95.
Happy birthday to Diana as well.
Two happy birthdays all at once.
It's Aquarius season, and I'm really sorry, but I hate Aquarians.
Whoa.
My two best friends are Aquarians,
Okay.
but so they understand.
So blame your friends.
They know. No, they know. I've told them many times that I'm not a big fan of Aquarians. I'm really sorry. That feels like it's such a strong statement. I just I've been with them for so long now, and I just know your shenanigans, guys, inside out. And sometimes they're too much. You guys are too much. I love you guys, but at the same time, I hate you guys.
Oh, man.
I'm really sorry about
Calling
that.
out all Aquarians.
It's okay. You guys can call out Aries as well. We understand we can be too much. It's fine. But Aquarius season is it's like this time for me that is difficult.
Let's talk about that hopefully when we celebrate Zodiac Day, or if there's anything.
There's no such thing. You need to celebrate every single season, because we're done with Capricorn season. Now I move on to Aquarius season.
Now you're just waiting
right
for
after
that season to end.
Yeah, but the thing is, Pisces season is right after that, which isn't that great for me either. But that's okay, because Aries season is right after. That's when the real party starts, because it's the actual season. Everything kicks off. Everything is great. Shout out to all my Aries all across Sharjah, the UAE, and the world. We're the bestest, and nobody can fight us over this. You can, of course, always fight me over anything. 4215, Ittisalat or do. I am always ready to fight you guys. And also, we are also streaming live on YouTube at Pulse 95 Radio. Our live chat is, live, and Mikhail is keeping a keen eye on it. He will be replying to you guys through it, and also we'll reply to you guys live as well on the show. Let's talk about the stories we have today. Our celebration is something I celebrated last year alone when you weren't here.
Really?
And I'm going to celebrate it again because it's worthy of celebration.
Let's say I have a little surprise for today.
Oh, wow. Okay. Well, are you wearing one? Is that your surprise? Are you going to...
Just a little tease,
Are you going to change into one right in the middle of in our next break? Is that what you're saying? Hint, hint.
Maybe.
We are talking about an article of clothing that is, very near and dear to my heart. I'm pretty sure if you guys have been tuning into the Afternoon Karak, you know exactly what I'm talking about.
Also, we're going to be talking about Netflix. They're going to be rolling out a new feature, the Shuffle Play. If you ever wondered what you're going to be watching on Netflix, just, I guess, use the Shuffle. And it's, I think, going to be a game changer for a lot of subscribers.
It will be. We can talk about that later.
Also, WandaVision, there's rumors of a potential Doctor Strange 2 villain that's could be introduced later throughout the show. We know the next episode is coming out this Friday. We'll be sure to review it on a Sunday to tell you more about that. Also, Fallout New Vegas 2. There's some leaks going around that this game is going to come out. Also, a little bit of update on Elder Scrolls 6. You won't believe the release date for this game. Oh my God. It's much to unpack.
It's nothing close. But then, speaking of unpacking, would you buy a £912 of PlayStation console?
Short answer is yes. I'm just saying. But you can pitch in and join the conversation. Text us 4215 and Salander do.
I hope you guys should go to the live stream right now.
I hope
you
to
should
justify
see my
this.
face.
I'll hope to justify this later this hour.
I hope you can, because in all my heart, I'm really sorry. With all due respect, I don't think you can. Challenge accepted?
Challenge accepted.
Tune in for the challenge and so much more only here on Pulse 95.
What's the date?
What's the date?
What's the date?
What are we celebrating today?
Of course, in case you guys did not guess it by now, we are celebrating International Sweatpants Day. So happy International Sweatpants Day to all you sweatpants enthusiasts. And I'm hoping that to the people who dislike or find that sweatpants are, unprofessionals, I'm here to change your mind, because sweatpants can come in different types and shapes and materials. But at the end of the day, there are various versions. Obviously, there's the usual one that's often either cotton, kind of very soft, And usually people associate that with, athleisure maybe, or just, hanging around at home. But also, you can easily get denim sweatpants. There is other materials. I can't really think of them, but basically, there's even leather sweatpants. I was going to buy a pair. It did not look good on me, so I had to return it, unfortunately, because, I had to get every version of sweatpants. I had to.
Yeah,
but then that's what I'm trying to say. It can be worn underneath anything and with everything.
It's a perfect day as well because it's Thursday. You're going to unwind and relax. And what better way?
Mikhail,
What?
I'm just trying to destroy the stereotype that sweatpants are only for, just chilling. It's also for, if you want to dress up, you can also dress up while wearing sweatpants.
You say that sweatpants are also something that professionals could wear as well.
Yeah, as in leather sweatpants.
Well, as a professional presenter, I got my little
look at him
sweatpants right here.
Wearing his gray. I'm wearing my gray sweatpants as well because it's sweatpants day, guys. If you're not wearing sweatpants, what are you doing? You should. Today is the day that you should be wearing sweatpants. And what I love about this is that the first pair of sweatpants were introduced in 1920. So you know what that means? It's the 101st anniversary of the first time the sweatpants were ever introduced.
What a milestone.
101 years old.
How can you not celebrate this?
Happy birthday to sweatpants.
Pull out your sweatpants. Start wearing it for the rest of the day. Let it be a fashion statement among your friends and family. Coming up next, we're going to be talking about Fallout New Vegas 2, as well as Elder Scrolls 6. If you're fans of those games and you're waiting for any announcements, well, I think you're going to have to be a little bit more patient.
And I hope that maybe until the new installments come out, maybe some modders can add an ability to wear sweatpants in the game. Because I believe in Fallout New Vegas, you can kind of...
I'm sure.
You can change
maybe modders could do this, something like
very easy. I love modders, honestly, the things they can think of. So that would be really cool. I don't know if there is any mod out there where you can change your clothes into sweatpants in the video game, but I know at least, what has sweatpants for sure?
What?
The Sims.
Really?
So guys, wear your sweatpants and play The Sims tonight, because this is what it's all...
Physically and virtually speaking.
Exactly.
Just make it happen.
Make it happen. Get on your sweatpants swag. And I don't like using the term swag. What is this? 2012?
Swagger?
No, even that. That's even worse.
Sweatpants style. Sweatpants sleek.
We'll figure it out.
Okay.
Well, we do have a break right now, so stay tuned for some video game news coming up next, only here on the Afternoon Karak.
Pulse 95.
Fallout New Vegas 2. When is that coming out?
Who knows? For a long time, Fallout New Vegas is considered actually the best one in the series because it was developed by the original team of Fallout 1 and 2. And then after that, the franchise got picked up by Bethesda, and then they did Fallout 3 and as well as Fallout 4. But Fallout New Vegas is special because of the studio behind it, Obsidian Studios. And we know that for a while that Microsoft acquired Obsidian, and then afterwards has acquired all of Bethesda for $7.5 billion. And
so
now...
is that sort of like a positive omen that perhaps now that Microsoft has its hands on Bethesda and, Obsidian, does that mean that perhaps the new Fallout New Vegas is going to be reminiscent of the previous one and probably better than the last one that came out?
We don't talk about Fallout 76.
Everybody hated it.
And I still hate it, to be honest. It's an abysmal game. Yeah. But one leaker has went on record on Twitter, actually. A Valve insider, well-known Valve insider, Tyler McVicker, also known as a Valve News Network, claimed that he has a lot of new information about some ongoing projects. Namely, he teased the Fallout New Vegas 2 that will be released somewhere in the latter half of this decade. We're talking somewhere in like 2025. But he also mentioned that he also expects the Elder Scrolls 6 to be coming out sometime in 2026 or 2027. Now, bear in mind, Elder Scrolls 5 Skyrim came out in 2011. If this is true and it's coming out in 2027, right, 2027, that is about
16 years.
16 years since the last game. That's even much longer than Grand Theft Auto.
Do you know what that means?
What does that mean?
That means that CDP You should have learned from them.
Take your time.
Take your time when you need to. If you're going to have or create a game that is very big and immersive, take your time, especially if you're going to be dealing with new technology that is probably going to get better within the next couple of years. The PlayStation 5 just got released and the new Xbox Series X. You don't know what will happen in the next 5 years. It can easily just the graphics and its ability, both consoles' ability to take on big projects and big games can, expand exponentially.
Yeah.
So they're just taking their time, making sure that everything is, perfect and polished and smooth so then they can give the fans exactly what they want.
Here's my question. Console life cycles are 7 years long. We just came out with the PlayStation 5. Will this come out in PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X generation, or is it going to come out in the next console generation?
I think it would be
It's going to skip a whole generation.
I don't think it's going to skip a whole generation. I think it would be very unwise of them if they did go towards another generation, especially since they're working within a new generation in itself. They're preparing it for this generation, the new one, that is the Xbox Series X and PlayStation 5 generation. And they're polishing out. That's what I feel that's going to be.
Wow.
And again, this is just a rumor. It's a leak. It might even come out a little bit earlier than that. And even 2027.
I do give it some merit because Todd Howard, studio head of Bethesda Software, has said that you won't be hearing anything about Elder Scrolls until Starfield comes out, which is their new original IP sci-fi open world.
Yeah.
And that one still needs another year or two before it comes out. And even after that, that's when we'll get some updates about Elder Scrolls 6.
Again,
the waiting
CDP.
game continues.
No, CDP, learn. CDP, learn.
In the Bloomberg record report, when I read more about it later, I found out that the developers said this game should have came out in 2022. Like, they literally needed a whole year to polish things out.
I'm pretty sure they probably even needed 2 more years, not even 1 more year at the state
at
of the
this
game.
point, I agree with you, honestly.
With the state the game is in right now, but 2023, even 2024 would have made more sense than 2020. Coming up next, we're going to be talking about a new feature that Netflix is rolling out, and that is Shuffle Play. It's going to be coming out nationwide and worldwide in 2021.
This is Pulse 95.
Hashtag first world problems. You ever jump on Netflix and you're like, what do I watch next? I just binge watched Bridgerton and all of Bridgerton.
Yes, Bridgerton.
Bridgerton. All of the seasons for Bella Ciao. Sorry, the heist. I'm making a joke, okay? But you ever have that problem where you're watching a show and you're like, you just finished binge watching and you're like, what do I watch next? There's so many, Netflix just is tons of content. You always kind of figure out what could I watch. Maybe I can do a comedy. Maybe I can do a drama. But this time, Netflix is coming out with a Shuffle Play feature. And right now, it's going to come out. It's been announced to roll out nationwide at the moment. It's been sort of on test mode for some time. And hopefully, we'll also have a worldwide release as well in the second half of 2021. What do you think of this, Aisha?
I like it, but it depends on what it will do. How smart is this Shuffle Play? Will it start, for example, what if I press on Shuffle Play and it puts me on a TV show that has many episodes and it just gives me the 5th episode? Is it going to be that kind of Shuffle Play, or is it going to be quite refined
I don't think
enough?
Is
it refined enough for it to go like, okay,
didn't think of that,
first episode? I mean, there's a difference between, me watching a stand-up comedy and then going like, okay, this person will probably like this stand-up comedian as well. That's different. But when I'm talking about TV shows or something that is a series, how will it maneuver it? Is it that smart? Is it properly refined? No, I have faith in Netflix, and I think it is. And I cannot wait for that. Also, in terms of how smart it is it going to give me shows within my suggestions and then something that the algorithm or the AI will know that I will probably like it? Or is it
pure random?
Exactly. So it just depends on that, and that will probably determine whether I will enjoy Shuffle Play or not. But to be honest, because I know, yes, I do have specific genres that I enjoy, but at the same time, I am open to whatever genre is out there, and I feel like anybody who will press on Shuffle Play will also be quite open to any genre. I mean, otherwise, why would they press on Shuffle?
The thing is that sometimes when I'm on Netflix, I deliberately just pick anything random. So to have that feature right on the get-go would be intuitive and just less of a hassle. So I think it's much needed, and I do like surprises every once in a while on Netflix. Maybe I don't get the chance to watch all the things, which is why the shuffle play button is going to be great for not only us, but everyone across the world. So do let us know. Text us 42115 and still out there do a shuffle play button. Is that something that that's sort of your style, or do you pick something? Are you one of those people who has to sit 20 minutes and everybody's like, the food is getting cold. Come on, can we just watch? And it's like, no.
That's why while you're making the food or while you're ordering the food, that's when you decide what you're going to watch.
And then you rewatch another Adam Sandler movie. Just
Speak for yourself. I just watch my competition shows.
Some sad weekends I've had. But anyway, we have the sports headline coming up next. And we have some WandaVision theories. I know it's only been a few episodes now, but boy, are we getting our speculations up and running. And you can join right here on the Afternoon Karak.
Speculation, gossip, or hoax. Rumor has it.
When it comes to the Marvel Cinematic Universe, Phase 3 has given us one of the best antagonists out there, Thanos. Thick Thanos.
Did you have to?
Yes.
That was not necessary.
Let's add to it a Bemble. All right, let's go back.
I'm going to leave.
Let's go back to reality.
Leave.
Okay.
I'm going to leave.
So, we're closing into the beginning of Phase 4. WandaVision is the first of the Marvel titles, and there is a rumor claiming to introduce the big baddie of Phase 4, and that could be the villain named Mephisto, or Mephisto. Am I saying it right?
I have no idea how to say it. I believe it could be Mephisto or Mephisto.
Mephisto, something like that.
I mean, he's a well-known evil sorcerer. He's well-known within the Marvel universe.
He's the equivalent of the devil in Marvel Cinematic Universe.
It's basically, yes. It's like an evil version of Doctor Strange. That's the vibes he give off. But again, he'll get quite a villain to introduce, and especially really early on, whether it's in WandaVision or even in the Multiverse of Madness, because I still believe that despite all of that, I feel like somebody as big as Mephisto is he really gonna be introduced so early into Phase 4?
I think why not, but not in. I think he will just briefly be shown, or just sort of given us a.
No, I mean even in the Multiverse of Madness, I feel like he would be a big kind of bad guy. The big baddie.
Yeah.
I wouldn't see the biggest one like similar to Thanos, but similar to how Loki was recurring and he was just annoying. At some point, Loki was a menace, and then it just became like just a major pain and just annoying and recurring, because that's what he deserves, that kind of role.
Yeah.
And that's the same thing for Ronan as well. We saw him in Captain Marvel because he deserved that. We needed to see him back then. He caused a lot of issues and problems. And then we see him later on as well in Guardians of the Galaxy, which is came in first. But what I'm trying to say is that a big baddie like Mephisto or Mephisto, should he be introduced so early on, even in the Multiverse of Madness?
For the sake of build-up,
No, I'm talking about the Multiverse of Madness. It's still too early.
Well, he is also considered Doctor Strange's, villain in a sense. So,
but will he be recurring? I mean, that's the thing. He is such a big villain.
Possibly.
He's a very big villain. I think that, again, I don't understand I don't know, obviously. Not understand, it's just straight up don't know, just like everybody else. What is Kevin Feige planning for the rest of Phase 4? We don't really know who is the actual big villain of Phase 4 and Phase 5, or at least what will be eventually leading up to maybe Phase 6, because it took 3 phases for us to reach to Thanos. So what will happen? Who is it going to be? Because we do know that Nova, who is Adam Warlock, will be introduced eventually. There's so many new characters that will be introduced eventually.
it seems like maybe it's weird timing that his name is just suddenly kind of sprung up. And just to give fans an anticipation of, him appearing in maybe WandaVision, hopefully as we continue to watch the episodes every Friday, and then later in Doctor Strange 2.
Just need to wait and see.
Just a rumor, guys, but if you have any speculations of some big baddies from the Marvel comics, Do share it with us. Text us 4215 and to Salat Urdu. But also, we have a question for you. Would you be able to buy over 900-pound box of PlayStation consoles? Sounds like a steal in my opinion. But you guys let me know right here on the Afternoon Karak.
Pulse 95.
912 pounds of PlayStation 2s, 3s, and 4s. Would you buy an entire box of these consoles for some God knows what reason? Mikhail says that, yeah, that's a steal.
For a minimum bid of $800, I gotta say, if I had the money, just the money laying around, I'd actually bid for it.
One, they haven't been tested. They're
Okay.
not cleaned.
That's fine.
There's a good chance at least 3/4 of them do not work, and you need to go through each and every single one of them to make sure if they do.
You forget that
Yeah.
I am a Sony pony. I
get
enjoy tinkering with PlayStations.
I get that.
I've fixed a couple of PlayStation 3s here and there. I actually bought from a friend of mine who thought his PlayStation 3 was busted because of some memory corruption. I bought it from him for 50 dirhams. I took it home. I put a new hard drive. Boom, bada, bing. It worked fine. I bought it for 50. So I would
Again,
take that challenge.
What you don't understand, Mikhail, is that first of all, 900 and over, just like straight up 900 pounds of consoles, because we know that all the old consoles they're tiny in comparison to the PlayStation 5 and even the PlayStation 4. They're much tinier. So imagine how many consoles are inside that box. That's one thing.
Okay.
Second thing, you need to go through every single one of them. Yes, you're like, oh, that's a steal. Yes, but if you have like a group of people working on it, I'd be like, yeah, that perhaps is a steal. Imagine the amount of time you will be, I'm not going to say spending, you're wasting checking every single one of them, because what people do not account for in general when it comes to services or doing anything. Like when people say, I can make that cake, why am I buying it? Because you are forgetting the amount of time you're going to spend and energy you're going to spend while you're doing this thing. So yes, if you're just going to buy this box and you're going to keep that box and not touch anything within that box, the money is worth it. Absolutely. But you take into account every single minute, hour, day, week, and month you're going to end up spending to make time to check through every single one of them, and even check if the ones that you go like, okay, maybe this one is worth fixing and I can fix it. You need to go out and get parts. You need to spend money on said parts. You're also going to waste more time driving around Sharjah, Dubai, Abu Dhabi, maybe Ajman. God knows where you're going to go. Maybe all the way to Umm Al-Qawain to get parts. Maybe you're going to get parts from overseas as well. Do you see what I mean when I say it is a whole waste of time and money? Again, if you have maybe 5 of your friends working on it and you just spread it across the 4 of you, the 5 of you, I feel like, yeah, that's understandable. You guys will have time to go through it within the end of the month, but it's never worth it.
$800. You get a box full of PlayStation 2s, 3s, 4s, and if you have the time and money, probably, I'm stubborn like that.
And also,
I'd go for it.
Again, what are you gonna do with them, Mikhail? You might say, I know there's a market for them. You're right. Absolutely right. There is a market for old consoles. There are lots of, those dedicated Sony ponies who are like, yes, I want a new PlayStation 2. I want a PlayStation 2. I want to play some of my old games instead of the remakes. I get it. Understand? Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Like, I would actually go ahead and buy a GameCube right now. I have no problems. However, again, accounting for how many consoles you have in that box, which is massive, and it's 900 pounds worth of consoles.
Okay, I'll level with you.
Yeah.
I'll bargain. I wouldn't pay 800. I'd probably pay 400. Just sort of.
It's Mikhail, that's what I'm trying to say. Even if it was $1,000 and I had the money, I would never spend it on this because it's a waste of time. It's a straight up waste of time, and I will never be able to get rid of them in the sense, okay, maybe I can keep a console or two. What am I going to do with the rest? Are just going to keep on collecting more dust until I be like, I'm going to be the one who's going to be selling it for $800 3 years' time? It's just going to keep on.
Who said I'm going to sell?
Again, what are you going to do with them? Are you just going to have a whole room just with busted up PlayStation 2s, 3s, and 4s?
Let's hope maybe I can restore 10 of each PlayStation, right?
I don't think that's so much wishful thinking, because I can see the picture. I can see the picture. I'm pretty sure there are at least several ant nests, roaches. That's the very least. There's things growing inside there. So So even if you get time to clean it up, it's busted. I'm pretty sure if you got lucky, you might get 5 consoles that are fine. I don't mean each. Just straight up. 5 consoles that I don't need that much maintenance.
Aisha Mazmi, my reality check for today.
Reality check forever, Mikhail. That's what I'm here for.
But I feel like it's a steal for anybody who is a fellow hobbyist and would be tempted to buy this. Only $800, 900 pounds worth of possibly fully restored PlayStation 2s and 3s and 4s.
Again, look at the picture.
See, I'm being a little...
Look at the picture.
Okay, maybe I'm being a little unrealistic.
Look at this one. Look at this one.
Okay, just a little detail scrub. We can make it work.
I'm pretty sure. Look at them. Look at them. If I take out my PlayStation 3, it doesn't even look like that. And mine is quite busted.
Okay. All right.
Please save your money and just buy 20 board games instead. That would be a better.
I'm gonna bookmark the link for this bidding. We'll see.
Heda, I hope you're listening to Mikhail, because I feel like if he's just plain out trying to be stubborn, perhaps you can out-stubborn him and try to convince him that this is a waste of money and time. Speaking about money and time, somebody decided to write the Muppet Great Gatsby.
Ooh, sounds creative.
Let's get into it. Let's get into it.
Make a hot cuppa and relax. It's Afternoon Karak with Aisha Al-Mazmi and Mikhail Atiyah.
On Pulse 95.
I'm pretty sure you guys miss Hani as much as I do right now, and I'm pretty sure Mikhail does too. But don't worry, because there's going to be a live broadcast. Yes, Pulse 95 is going to be at Al Jadda tomorrow, where there's going to be the first farmers market. So excited for this farmers market here in Sharjah. And it's going to be led by none other our favorite presenters that are Abdul Karim Hanif from the Morning Majlis and Hani Balqis of Future Talk.
Oh yeah, the outdoor market is called Menbat. Menbat.
Yes.
And it's going to just fit right in with everything at the Al Madar Entertainment Center. We have skate parks, we have the Zad food outlets, we have the outdoor cinema, also available screening at 8 p.m. every day.
Every day.
For free. And now we have the local farm market that's going to be openly exclusive here in Al Madar every Friday from 3 p.m. to 8 p.m. But tomorrow we're going to be doing a live broadcasting session. Hani Balqis and Abdul Karim Hanif are going to be there. So be sure to attend, and you might just win a couple of prizes yourself.
They have prizes?
They have prizes.
Can I win? I know.
You can hide in the crowd, or
wear a niqab and be change my voice and be just answer the question hi, can I win, please?
Why not?
I really want to win. I mean, there are prizes. Perhaps I want to go there. I'm not even up to seriously, I really wanted to go because one, I love supporting whatever is happening in Sharjah because I am a Sharjah girl, love supporting my emirate, and also I really want to see Hani. I haven't seen him for a while. I want to see Abdul Karim. I want to tease him a bit.
Oh, definitely. I'm going to be there to support the team, and you guys should come there as well to enjoy all of the facilities.
Prizes.
The prizes and the expanding facilities at Al Madar.
And what? Prizes, guys.
Prizes as well. So, guys, be sure to do that, and we'll see you guys next week here on the Afternoon Karak.
Before I leave, I just want to tell you guys that there's also vegan Karak at Al Jadda. So guys, you know where you'll find me. Come say hi to me. I'll be having my vegan karak right there.
I don't charge on autographs, just saying. I'm that kind of celebrity.
We're just that kind of people. Come see us there. We're going to be there maybe, but definitely Hani Balqis and Abdul Karim Hanif.
All right, guys, that's a wrap here on the Afternoon Karak. Hope you enjoyed the show. And if you want to support us, you can support us by subscribing to our YouTube channel at Pulse 95 Radio and tuning in to all of our podcasts daily uploaded on SoundCloud, Spotify, Apple Podcasts. Just type up Afternoon Karak and you're good to go. Aisha.
Taking over. Yalla Home is going to be coming up next. Big House has a very special guest. We met him all the way back at the Sharjah International Book Fair. He's a really cool guy. He's a poet. I cannot hype him up more than this. So make sure you're tuning in from 5 p.m. all the way till 8 p.m. only here on Pulse 95.
If you liked this episode of Afternoon Karak, drop a like and subscribe.
Pulse 95.
Be sure to follow us on Instagram for all our daily updates and top stories.